guys, welcome back to the show. So I had to retake this video because my kids play with my equipment all the time, but it's the part of being a dad. So here we go again. This message is to all the legal future felons of the United States. Thanks to ATF and the Biden administration, and you could thank all your Democratic friends for voting for this BS. So, what happened? ATF on Friday finalized the ruling that stabilizing braces on your firearm, which previously were categorized as pistols, are now, or within 120 days, will be illegal if you don't register your firearm with the government. Yeah, this is where we are now. So let me actually make this a little bit larger so you guys can see. Here, I think this will work. Yeah. Factoring criteria for firearms would attach stabilizing braces, right? So let's read this, and I'm going to dissect it a little bit for you guys. On January 13, 2023, the Attorney General signed ATF Final Rule 2021R-08F, factoring criteria for firearms with attached stabilizing braces, amending ATF's regulation to clarify when a rifle is designed, made, and intended to be fired from the shoulder. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what this means, and any rifle that has a shorter barrel than 16.5 inches, according to ATF's rules that was passed in 1968, is considered, if you put an adjustable stock on it, meaning if you shoulder it, you have to register it as an SBR, right? Now, they are changing the rules. Meaning, if your pistol has any type of stabilizer, right? Stabilizer is a piece of pipe where the buffer sits for the rifle. That's considered a pistol, but it has rifle characteristics. This piece is not allowed to be shouldered. Right now, currently, before this ruling, the way it was set, it's not allowed to be shouldered. If you shoulder it, it's illegal. The stabilizer, the piece of pipe, would sit on your cheek, and that's how you stabilize it. So now they made that illegal. The rule outlined the factor ATF would consider when evaluating firearms equipped with a purported stabilizing brace or other rearward attachment to determine whether these weapons would be considered a rifle or short barrel rifle under the Gun Control Act of 1968, or a rifle or firearm subject to regulation under the National Firearms Act. The rule amended definition of rifle clarifies that the term designed, redesigned, made, or remade, and intended to be fired from the shoulder includes a weapon that is equipped with an accessory component or other rearward attachment, a stabilizing brace that provides surface area that allows the weapon to be fired from shoulder, provided other factors as listed in the definition indicates the weapon is designed and intended to be fired from the shoulder. What does that mean? So do you see the back of the weapon where that strap is? That's a stabilizer, right? So that stabilizer, it's not adjustable, but some of them are adjustable, some of them are not. So these all have some sort of adjustable buttstock, which means these are SBRs, right? So these are registered as SBRs. SBRs, anything below 16.5 inch barrel. In some cases, it's just a solid pipe with like a little piece of plastic in the back. If you ever fired a firearm in your life, especially a rifle, there's some sort of cushioning, rubber or something in the back of that stock to kind of absorbs the shock and don't hurt, so when you shoot, it doesn't hurt the shoulder. The ones they're talking about does not have that piece of rubber. It's just a piece of plastic, hard plastic, in the back. Let me see if I can find. Let's Google this. Butt stock. Let's see. Oh, that didn't. Adjustable. Let me see. Okay, so this image right here, this is adjustable buttstock, right? Let's see. Let me find one that's not adjustable. Alright, this seems to be it. So something like this. This is not adjustable, right? This just screws in the back. Hold on, let's bring this over here. Okay, so this kind of screws into the back of your weapon, and it's not adjustable. It doesn't go back and forth. It's just, it's a stable piece, right? So that by itself, it's now considered as a rifle piece, which, you know, it's going to make your rifle, you have to register with the government. The rules, this rule does not affect stabilizing braces that are objectively designed and intended as a stabilizing brace for use by individuals with disabilities and not for shouldering the weapon as a rifle. Such stabilizer braces are designed to conform to the arm and not as a buttstock. However, if the firearm with the stabilizing brace is short barrel rifle, it needs to be registered within 120 days of the date from the date of publication in the Federal Register. All right. So, if you are a legal citizen, you will become a felon if you don't register it within 120 days. If you are a felon, a robber, whatever, somebody that doesn't care about the law, this doesn't affect you. You can do as you wish. You can go as you wish. No one's gonna care. But if you're a legal citizen, if you're a law-abiding citizen, you will become a felon if you don't register your firearm with the government. I repeat, if you are a felon with a record, who conducts robbery constantly, or you rob people, or you hold people at gunpoint, or you are anything, you are free to do whatever you want. This does not affect you because you don't comply with the law. So if you are a murderer, whatever, this does not affect you. It will only affect the citizens who are law-abiding citizens who have a hobby of collecting weapons or building their own weapons for their own entertainment, for their own satisfaction. And if you don't register your weapon with with the government, you will be a felon within 120 days of this publication. Again, I repeat, if you are a felon, this does not affect you. You are free to continue to do whatever you want to do. This is exactly what they're saying. This is not my words. This is their words. Because if you're a felon, you're already a felon. So they don't care. Most likely you will never get arrested. Or if you do, you will just be released into general public as usual under this administration. So I have made up my mind. I will no longer ever in this lifetime or my lifetime ever vote for a Democrat. I always have been saying that I am more centrist. I don't really pick politics, political parties or whatever. But at this point, this administration and anybody under this administration that ties themselves with the Democratic Party, the tyrannic people. They want more government, right? Um, this is why you see Iran in such a scramble, because those people are not armed. They don't have weapons. The government has entire control of the population. Um, this is why you see everybody obliging to whatever the government says. Uh, and here, that's what the goal is here. This is where they're going with the United States. They want everybody to be controlled by the government. The government says everything, and you have to bend the knee and say yes, I oblige. And the criminals, they don't care anyway, so they're not going to control the criminals. They just let them do whatever they want. Look at California, how California functions. So this is, this is their final warning to the citizens. They're telling you, you're going to oblige or you're going to go to jail. Just like the January 6 people. 2 years in jail. Nobody knows why. They haven't given them a fair trial. They're just in jail. So this is what tyranny looks like, guys. This is really bad. This is I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it, because YouTube probably is gonna do something with it. They're gonna delete the channel, whatever. I don't care, because these people are just tyrannic, and this is another way of making people more miserable, and these are for this was mainly for the law-abiding citizens. If somebody wants to commit a crime, they're gonna commit a crime. Whether it's with a rifle, with a pistol, with a knife, doesn't matter. Oh, and one more thing. These are rules, right? These are not laws. These are rules made by ATF. ATF put this rule in, and now they decided they're gonna change it. And one other thing is, if you have a pistol and you put a scope on your pistol, now you have to register that under SBR as well. So imagine that. Anyways, this is a long video. This is too long for me to rant of this situation. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I don't like this at all. This is not a good sign. This is the definitely coming after the Second Amendment with this. And yeah, so my thing is, do things legally, guys. I'm not advocating for this stupid rule. I am not saying you should follow. I'm not saying anything, to be honest with you. I'm just expressing my frustration with this, because this ruling goes against all the Second Amendment stuff that we've been talking about, and we don't want our Second Amendment to be taken away by this tyrannic government, but by Democrats mostly. Yeah. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. Peace out.